Good morning, New Life. My name is Natalie Yancey, and I've been going to church here about 2.5 years now, and I'm really excited to tell you a little bit more about my story. I serve in kids ministry through the nursery, and I also help lead a small group here at church, and occasionally do some greetings, so I might have seen you before if you've walked in. But yeah, I'm super excited to share a little bit more about myself with you. So I love to swim, dance, I'm pretty active overall, and lately I've been really into volleyball, which has been a lot of fun. I like hosting, having people over to my house, and I love working with kids too. I'm a teacher, so anytime I'm around a kid, I just feel like my real personality comes out, which I love. I kind of struggled with the idea of Natalie, your story's kind of basic. You grew up in a Christian household. I came to know the Lord at a really young age, and I kind of had to fight off some of those lies of my story isn't important or doesn't have worth, because that's not true. The Lord has done significant things in my life and amazing things in my life, and it would not be fair to Him to not share some of those things. So all that to say, I did grow up in a Christian household, and I came to know the Lord when I was 4 or 5 years old, and I easily took to the Lord's word, and I easily believed everything I was taught. Whether it was from the stories of the Old Testament to stories in the New Testament, questions about, heaven and hell, I just really accepted the answers and the things that I was told very easily, and my faith was something that was very strong when I was growing up. It wasn't until kind of after college that I really started to ask myself some more serious questions, because I needed to get back to the basics and be like, who is God? What does He do? Do I believe this? And I needed to just go to level 1 again. And I am finally at a point in my life where I can more genuinely and more authentically say than I have ever been able to that I do believe that He is the Son of God. And I've said that my whole life. But like I said, my life has looked kind of similarly on the outside. It's been behind the scenes that has been the changes. And so the fact that I can say that more genuinely and more confidently than I've been able to has been just an amazing journey to see God be faithful and helping me come to that realization and to that true realization. I'm not perfect. I haven't figured everything out. I still have questions. I still have things that I'm bringing to the Lord. And I genuinely want to encourage anyone else out there who's in our church, even if someone is visiting today, to not let their questions or their doubts hold them back from pushing forward and trying to figure out those answers. I don't believe that this is something that we should just say, I pretty much believe it. Overall, it kind of makes sense to me. I think this is an extremely important truth that we as believers, especially as church members, need to dig into and really try to figure out why we believe it, be able to defend it, and be able to authentically say it. Because I think if we are a church of believers, then we need to be authentic, because people who aren't can sense that the minute they walk in here. So it is our job to truly not just say it, but believe it.